Hello everyone, I'm Musical Daredevil, and I was just in Kai's house, minding my own business, sleeping in the bed there, when this guy comes out of nowhere, barges in, and just randomly starts attacking me. That was very rude of him. And he doesn't have any significant loot on him either. That's very strange. I've never had anyone ever attack me in this house. Let's head out to the town and see if there's anything else strange going on. Looks pretty normal. Oh, what's this guy up to over here? Oh, when we get close enough, the dialogue box abruptly pops up, no button or anything, and he introduces himself as a sleeper. And he says, Dagothur brings us a message, nothing we haven't already heard, the Sixth House is rising again, and something about the thread title, and how all the foreigners must die, and other things we've already heard several times by now.
The Sixth House is risen, and Lord Dagoth is its glory.
Great to hear it. So there are actually several of those sleepers in all of the major towns and cities throughout Vardenfell, and they actually started that dialogue thing right after the quest in Arkingthond. At some point they're supposed to attack you, but I've only ever actually had that happen once.
Go ahead, stranger.
Now there's one more thing over by Fort Moonmoth. Right along the pathway here is a dark elf standing there doing absolutely nothing, with almost no clothes on. And as you can see by the pop-up there, this guy is a dreamer, yet for some reason he doesn't attack us from 100 feet away like all the other dreamers do. He says we betrayed Lord Dagoth, faced his vengeance, that's probably because we killed his important priest, and we can talk to him about a whole bunch of other topics, nothing we don't already know. There are a couple other ones that will decrease how much he likes us. And for some reason, these guys really creeped me out for a while. There were a couple of playthroughs where I would kill these guys whenever I saw them just because I didn't want to see them out in the wilderness for whatever reason. There's one of them located outside of almost every town and city in the game after the Sixth House base quest. So, now that we've seen all the odd things going on in Balmora, let's see if there's anything else going on in any of the other major cities.
To what do I owe this pleasure?
Let's travel to Vivec. There's a lot of people in Vivec.
Hello there. How are you? To what do I owe this
I'm sure this person at the front would know if there's anything strange going on. No, she doesn't know anything. Oh, it seems that there have been rumors of things going on. There were 7 people killed in Vivec recently, and 2 of them were ordinators. So it seems that the Hall of Justice is looking for volunteers to go and help out with everything, because I'm sure all the ordinators are scared after hearing about that happening. So we'll head straight over to the Hall of Justice and see if there's any way we can help them out.
Let's not make this official, Outlander. Move along.
Here's the Office of the Watch.
What, Outlander? Why do you disturb me?
They don't like us a whole lot. And they say that there were several killings in Vivec recently. No, really. 5 of them were Outlanders like us, and 2 of them were Ordinators. But yet the Ordinators didn't even have their weapons drawn when they were found. The problem is, this guy can't actually hire us directly, but if we were to take care of this problem on our own, he would be able to reward us, wink wink nudge nudge. As far as witnesses go, someone in the Hlaalu Canton was threatened to buy a Dunmer wound with a dagger, and that's about all they were able to get. So we'll ask around and see if anyone knows anything about a Dunmer wound with a dagger.
How fairly, friend?
Now, I already know where we need to go in order to take care of the next part of this quest. It is the Foreign Quarter. But if we didn't know that, what we would have to do is go up to a bunch of Oh, this guy. He's another quest you guys will see later. What we'd have to do is talk to every person all over the place in Hlelu Canton and Foreign Quarter, and what they would do is tell us that she's down in the sewers in the Foreign Quarter. And it would take quite a while for us to get that information because we'd have to talk to a whole bunch of people in various cantons to get it. But since I know where to go, it doesn't take nearly as long.
The spirits and thy lord.
Okay. I think this may be the wrong side, but we'll head down anyway. Nothing here but rats. Oh, what's that right there? Why, it looks like a Dunmer woman with a dagger, who is in the water for some reason. Silly AI. Oh, crap. Oh well. Not a problem. So this Dunmer woman, her pop-up is that she is a dreamer prophet, and she carries a Dagoth dagger, which will drain your character's fatigue, and also a key. I have no idea what the key goes to. So now we just head over to the office of the watch and tell them we killed a Dunmer woman with a dagger and see if they'll give us a reward. Now the unofficial Elder Scrolls page mentions that that dagger might, in fact, be the reason why the Ordinators didn't draw their weapons, because the dagger was able to take out all their fatigue away before they were able to do anything. Whether that's true or not isn't evidence in the actual game.
You talk too much, Outlander.
So he says that we did in fact kill a Dunmer woman with a dagger and it seems to work, so he gives us a choice of 2 rewards. One is a helmet in Quiros, which is what you saw the Ordinators wearing, and there's also a belt which has a somewhat useful spell on it. And I will take the helmet in Quiros because they are the best type of medium armor in the game. The problem is, if we were to wear them and speak to any Ordinator, the Ordinator would get offended at the fact that we are wearing the same clothing that they are and would start attacking us. They're not like Kabasi and Hardheart, who don't really care about that sort of thing. If you really want to kill Ordinators though, it's a great way to just get them to attack you without any problems. Now, one important thing to mention is that the guys you saw in Balmora were known as sleepers, and we also saw a bunch of dreamers and a dreamer prophet. And so you can see all these guys have names having to do with sleep and dreams and a whole bunch of other stuff like that. Way back when we spoke to Nabani Mesa, if I had bothered to show you the several pages worth of dialogue she gave us, she would have said that one of the main ways Dagoth Ur infects people is through their dreams. Dagoth Ur will control people through their dreams, and through that makes them do whatever it is he wants them to do. Now our character has had a few strange dreams of his own, and if I pull up the journal, I will hopefully be able to show you what they were. There we go. But it seems that nothing's been written down for some reason. Oh well. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to show you those disturbing dreams because they all happened off camera. You didn't miss much though, it's just a pop-up window saying you had a disturbing dream. You get them after you complete certain quests. Now, another thing I forgot to mention and sort of breezed past was the importance of when we arrived at Holamayan in the last update. And I know this is kind of out of place, but I should probably mention it now before the next quest happens. So we arrived at Holamayan between the hours of 6 and 8 when it happened to be open. Azura, one of the Daedric goddesses who drives a lot of the Nerevarine prophecy, has a special star which appears in the sky at the hours of 6 to 8, both in the morning and the evening. And so the distant priests who follow Azura, naturally, have their monastery open between the hours of 6 and 8, which are the hours sacred to Azura.
I don't know where to begin.
How fairly,
It is
friend.
such an honor to meet you.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
Okay, now we'll head back to Balmora, for better or for worse. The problem is, if we sleep anywhere in Balmora, in Alderaan, or in Vivec, we're going to be attacked by another ash zombie. So the only places we'd be able to sleep are in any other towns which have a bed, or in the wilderness, which is a bit easier said than done, although still doable.
I will listen, Outlander.
And here we are back at Caius' house, exactly as we left it, with stuff thrown all over the place. I'm Musical Daredevil, and I will see you when we tackle the next part of the main quest.